What really keeps you going, or what sustains you as an educator? And feel free to respond to that any which way or however that applies to you.
So teaching, you feel as a teacher, as an educator, that there's more that you want to know so that you can share and you can be better at what you do. And with every workshop, with projects as this one, it's definitely going to help as a person, as a professional, to learn. Every time we learn, we become better people. And as educators, we become better educators as well.
Any kind of positive reaction they have is what keeps me going. It makes me happy, so it makes me a happier teacher, which probably makes them happier students.
You have this relationship with your students, and the kids that are having difficulties, you want to help them, and the ones that are doing great, you love them too. We love all of them. They're kind of all your children. And you know that if you split and quit in the middle of the year, you're quitting on your kids, ultimately. So that's what keeps me going till the end of the year.
I can really empathize with my students, knowing how nervous they are. I'm like, yeah, when your day ends on Friday, I go home, I'm studying, and I'm freaking out about Saturday, So it's I think that, yeah, it stinks that a lot of teachers can't pass the MTEL, but I think that they should use that as a way to, help their students see that, taking a test isn't what makes you a good or a bad person. It isn't what defines you as, an educator or as a student.
For these kids who not one of my students has a father in their home, it is amazing to me that, I can say to them, look, you can achieve these things. You can, there is this other model. There is this other world, and it may not be your world, and it may not be a world you want, but it's something that I'm living as a model to show that, you can have commitments, and education can be valued, and that people struggle with education, but you can do it. And just because people told you that you have a learning disability or a mental disability doesn't mean you can't do this. So for me, it's really about giving them hope and empowering these kids. And
how do you balance trying to get the kids over the MCAS, but at the same time giving them that active citizenship role, responsibility to become not just students, but active citizens who are going to be active in the community, give back, and at the same time pass the MCAS?
I'm trying to think about them. I looked at them and I looked at myself when I was young, and I said to them, I know you can make it. I know you can make it, and you're going to make it. I said, they just kept on saying, no, I don't want to go there, I don't want to finish. I said, no, you're going there. You're going to finish, and I know you're going to be, oh, you sound like my mom. I said, I don't care, but you're going to finish.
You can encourage them and say to them, you will do this, you can do this. And I just find that to be the critical issue, that relationship, and then, saying to them, what do you mean you can't do this? What do you mean people told you you can't do it? You are doing it. You are going to do it, and there is nothing else. I won't accept anything else because I believe in you, and they will eventually believe in themselves.
Take something from their lives that I see them talking about or doing to spark their interest first thing in the morning, and try to get them open and talking instead of talking with each other, settle down in the classroom, and try to come down to there's rigid rules in my classroom, but I try to come down to their level a little bit to get them open to listening and learning.
Part of this objective of the MTEL in this context, mixing the test-taking strategies and reading those articles we embedded in your packet, is for this purpose, to really expose you to some of the inequities, the inequality, the assumptions we have as educators when we work in the classroom. It's a world on its own, and it has its geographies, its economics, its politics, its sociology, and you are the teacher, and you have to decode all that in order to reach, each student one at a time.
We came to the realization that if we impacted teachers who teach students in impoverished situations in our target areas, we would achieve accents, relevancy, and diversity by bringing them into the Western Mass Writing Project.
Right. As we looked at children impacted by poverty in our target areas, we realized that teachers from some of those same diverse groups were being systematically gate-kept, kept out of the profession through this very stringent, very culturally narrow testing system, the MTEL. So we thought this is the way that we can keep these wonderful teachers that reflect the cultural diversity of our student body and keep them in the profession and also invite them into the Western Mass Writing Project and make them our new teacher leaders.
What I'm most excited about this time is that we were able to attract teachers who are in the technology field, school nurses, guidance counselors, and technology liaisons. So we're not only dealing with teachers here, we have touched quite a range of professions who are trying to get access to becoming licensed educators in the state of Massachusetts.
In these areas where we need them.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It's amazing. It's amazing. We did a wonderful job, I think.